So, let's have a look at the new bot, Topspin. So, this guy has been in testing and he's changed quite a bit, I'm not going to lie. So, here he is in the showroom. There is Topspin. Very cool. And like I said, have this guy as a G1 character. So, very, very cool. He's there next to my computer. It's obviously the G1, slightly different, but very, very cool. Like I said, I really do like this guy as in the lore. And then looking at his counterpart, Terrormander. Cool transformation. Very cool bot. And we know that these two are part of a combiner. Now, we know 5-star combiners are coming eventually. We know that. But I'd say the priority is make sure you get the 4-star. So you've got the 4-star combiner at least. We can give them 25. Getting the 5-star is not the end of the world. We don't even know how 5-star combiners are going to work yet. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I would definitely try and get the 4-star if I was you. And then the 5-star obviously for the more elite players. But very cool. Okay, ability. So the abilities changed quite a bit. So, fire a long-range bullet, releasing dark clouds along its way. So the effects are going to change, I think, slightly. But yeah, it's still pretty much the same. Lowering enemy damage by 50% for 16 seconds. So the protection that it did has sort of gone away. Done away with that. We just said that, you know, a lot of people said it on my comments in my video that when you're firing a line like that, your bots are not going ahead. Your bots are around where you fired it from. So it's pretty useless sort of firing a protection ahead of yourself. So they've changed it to lowering damage 50%. So pretty much a slowdown. 50% slowdown. It'll still fire the same rate, I believe, but obviously less damage. But yeah. And then the beam, upon impact, the bullet deals a total of 9,662 damage, which is not too bad to the target and surrounding enemies. This is the good bit, though. This actually came from the playtest, which I think is pretty cool. Dark Clouds combo with Skylynx's Flame Strike. So as you fire the ability, you can use Lynx's fire ability to hit a combo on it. Don't forget, it's there for 16 seconds. So you can throw it and you can go boom, 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 like Skylynx, and cause like a chain effect. So that is really, really cool. A cost of 6 plus 3. So I wouldn't say it's cheap. It's 6 and then 9. And if you're comboing with Skylynx even, that can get quite pricey as well. So it's not a cheap ability. So you expect quite a bit from it with the cost. In terms of cores, then it's just the general cores that you can equip. You can't equip any volatile mixtures or anything, or EO cores, because it's a special bot. Even though it's sort of an air bot, but it's not. You get what I mean? And then equip-wise, then you can equip the normal sort of bots. We'll put flak on him. The normal ranged combats. He was sort of melee at first. We just said that he needs some survivability because he has 832 DPS, which is good, but only 18,000 health. And for a special bot, that is quite low. It's more along the lines of sort of Hot Rod when you sort of compare, you know, DPS and health. So more of a ranged bot. But yeah, let's take him into our base. Now, as you can see, it's a HQ18 base. So we're going to take him in and then see how he does. So if you've got any questions or anything, put it in the chat, guys, and I'll do my best to answer them as well. So you see there is 6710, so he's maxed out for HQ18. And this is, we'll take him into normal battle mode. Okay, so we're going to drop Topspin at the back here. So let's just show his ability. So let's take out that mortar there, see if we can. There we go. 9k damage. Boom. MDS. Boom. So you can see there that he's almost taken out the MDS. Almost. But you can see there lots of slowdown in the cloud. This is where we can drop links. And then we can combo this cloud. You see there the combos happening there. Combo in the cloud. Is it under the cloud? There you go. Pretty cool. Like I said, it's not lasted long, like I said, because it's range combat. It's supposed to stay behind your bots. But very, very cool. So, on the whole, it's pretty good. But I've got a couple of problems with this. So, how many guys at a top level in Prime League use Skylinks? Not many. Is this gonna, bring you out of retirement? No, because Skylinks is amazing ability damage wise. That is not the problem with Skylinks. The problem with Skylinks is his pathing. He doesn't have the HP to withstand getting a barrage of defense hitting him walking out front. He passed really poor. He walks out front. He dies very quickly. If you're trying to take out some key structures from the launch pad, he's great, but there's bots that can do that anyway. So, not a lot of people use Skylink. So, let's take that factor out. Let's take that away. Because although it's very cool, it's more of a bonus for me. It's not something I'm going to chase this bot for. I'm going to chase this bot for its ability. So, 6 plus 3 for... Let's just look again. 6 plus 3 for... Where is it? I've jumped too far ahead. 6 plus 3 for 9,662 damage. When we compare 6 plus 3 to 4 plus 2 for 9,913 damage, he does less damage than Jetfire does. And yes, Jetfire has ability 11. Yes, Jetfire has the Chrome Core. So he's got all the mods and cons to make him better. So, and I'm sure that Topspin will go above that. But 6 plus 3 is still really costly. So, taking the Skylinks factor out, comparing him to other bots that can one-shot even better, then I don't see why I need him. The slowdown is not in the meta yet. I don't know if it will be, but no one really uses Brainstorm that much. No one uses Streetwise that much. So the slowdown part of it is, again, it's alright, but it's not going to pull me into getting this bot. It's not going to pull me thinking, I want this bot. And the damage is okay. But then, again, all these values are not finished. But, if we take Jetfire in, and I'll show you what I mean. We're going to go Prime League, we're going to go Hard Mode. So this is at the top level of the game. This is what we're going to expect for HU18. It might be lowered slightly, but you can see what we're sort of, imagining for HU18. So, looking at a Mortar, you can see there, almost 11,000 health. So, Jetfire cannot one-shot that Mortar. 9,900 health for a launcher. So, Jetfire can just about kill this launcher. So can Topspin. They can't get near to a Mortar. Do you really think that Topspin is going to get an extra 2,000 health from a core and ability 11? It's unlikely. But again, at 6 plus 3, I'm not taking 2 mortars out at 6 plus 3. I'm not spending 15 ability points on 2 mortars. It's just too costly. It's too costly. Doesn't quite do enough damage for me. And yeah, it will with ability 11. Yeah, it will with a G1 core. But am I really going to chase this bot? Get this bot, level it, get a G1 core and put like 3 million spark into this bot for 6 plus 3. When we're talking about combos as well, you want cheap combos. You want things like Slingshot and Air Raid and Bumblebee and cheap abilities with huge damage in big areas. And the H has said that for HQ18 they're going to look at some cost for some bots. And my reply was, that is a huge job. There are so many bots that are overpriced, and I don't even want to start naming them. You guys can name them in the chat if you want, but there's so many that need their price changed. I just can't imagine they're going to look at them all and reduce all the prices to increase combos. So personally, is Topspin that much better than Jetfire? I'm not too sure. I don't think so personally. I think he will be a bit better, but again, it's going to be quite costly. So I think Jetfire might fall away from the meta, Topspin might, but are they going to decrease his cost at a later date? Do I really want to chase a G1 core? Do I really want to give him build to 11? Do I really want to level him to 67-11? Probably not. For me, again, I've said this in the past, that for me to level a new bot, it needs to give me a huge advantage. Now, Minerva was worth that. Hot Rod, I've used him in a couple of wars, and it's been a good advantage. It's got to give me an edge. And I don't think Topspin really gives me that edge. I just don't think it gives me enough to go, yes, I want this guy, I need this guy, got to have him. The way I feel right now is, they're bringing these bots out with the idea that it's not quite there. If you want this bot to be competitive at that level, you've got to go get the G1 core, you've got to give him build to level, he's got to be maxed out. And I don't think that's fair to make people push for that. You're making people complete the bot by getting these things and spending more money. And that should give you an added edge, not make you competitive. And I don't really agree with that sort of standpoint, but that's the way they've gone with this. So personally, I've got the weekend off for this endurance event, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Sadly. Yeah, it is another 5-star. I might do it just to level some bots. Will this guy get leveled really quickly? Definitely not. Will it take one more bot out of the batch? Yeah. So if I do this this endurance event, it's not for this bot. It's so I can get the other bots that will hopefully be better. Sadly. And so I can level some other bots and, you know, just get something out of it. The 5-star shards, something. It's not for this bot to get him to my war squad.